Aha! 1, 2, 3, 4 bead locks. G-made. These are rims that are an inflation system. What do I mean by that? 2.2 GT air system beadlock wheels. My friends, if you have a look on the inside, you can see it's a 12 millimeter hex adapter. These are plastic, cheap. Expensive to purchase, and expensive to purchase a system for what is essentially the smallest extender you've ever seen. I don't think this comes from Sweden, my friends. I think it comes straight out of the East, that's for sure. This is basically a small tire inflation, like a bicycle pump kind of idea. These rims, the air system they call, is basically just a little nipple that pushes through to the other side here and is like a one-way valve. You can stick the tire inflator in like that, and of course, pump up the tire. You like that? Now, a lot of people have asked me to look at these before, but some of you may not realize that you've seen it before on the Black Widow. Check this out. I had this at the Rude Boys TTC this year. We have, I think, 5 or 6 videos about that in the 2013. Now, these are IMEX Red Rock tires 2.2. A lot of people asked me what they were. Now you know. I also had video or links in the video description box of the TTC videos. On the inside here, you can see that it actually held up quite well. And with an inflation system, you can kind of get the right pressure. Now, back to the system that we're going to use here today. A lot of people have been asking me what type of tires am I going to use? And out of all things that I used in the 2012 TTC, my friends, these are them. These are the Traxxas Sledgehammers. This comes off of a 15-year-old RC made by Traxxas called the Sledgehammer, if I have my facts correct. I never actually owned one. I've just researched it on the internet. Now check this out. I've been using these tires, well, like I said, for about 2 years. You haven't seen me use them in a while. I had them on my black Jeep at the TTC. But as winter is coming up, check out those studs, hey? Now, they are rubber, don't get me wrong. These aren't like metal or actual real studs coming through. But, let me focus on that. Check that out. Look how gnarly that is. So for me, in the mud or any kind of snow that I'm up against right now, this is definitely an aggressive tire that I want on the beast. Beastly tires. Traxxas of all things, hey? How many of you are picking up your jaws off the floor right now because you're like, what? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to hook this up, show you guys how one of these systems works, and I'll actually build one of these for you right on camera. Alright, so we'll get the stuff that I don't need out of the way. I only need 2 beadlock rings, 1 rim, and of course 1 tire. Now, check this out. Look at this. This actually has an awesome bead to it. This is part of the reason why I'm using this tire with this rim combo. Okay, you see the bead? It's got a great lip on there. So we'll go back to it. We'll make sure that the direction that I have, because when you're putting in your hubs, make sure that in your mind or on your truck, you actually make the direction of the tread go the way that you need it, right? So what I mean by that is put your hub in the right way. So we'll just kind of get that in there. You got to be a little rough and tumble with it. There we go. On the inside, like that. Now, on the rim, see, it's already happening in this one. It has this small groove. This is where the actual bead or the lip is going to fit into. Does that make sense to you guys? I hope so, because you'll see it's kind of fitting right in that rim right there. So I'll stretch it around. We'll get it nice and flush. Let me just move the camera so I can see that you can see. There we go. So there, now we have this nice ring on the inside. Now I haven't lined it up on this side. That's no big deal. I can do that in a few minutes. But check that out. Now that's there. We're going to take this bead, or bead, this is a beadlock ring. You'll see it also has a lip on the inside, right? Now, you want to be careful. You don't want to over-tighten these. You can strip out the actual holes, but see, it clicks right in there. Very nice. Sorry about the lighting, there you go. Now, it comes with a whole bunch of screws, a bag of screws. Two types. You got the, let's see, the ones with the round head. Okay, perfect. Now that we got that there. And we also have this one with the other round head. But these ones are the ones you want. And just like any other, once that bead ring is put on, the locking ring, I'm just going to put in just like lug nuts on a real truck, okay? I always tighten it in a star pattern, if that makes sense. I'll show you what I'm talking about. We've covered it in other videos, but for the new people that are here, learning how to do bead locks and tightening it up, got to do it the right way the first time. There we go. Now if I over tighten, my drill will start to click. The clutch will click. No, there we go. I'm not doing it too tight, just getting the bead ring, the locking ring settled. There we go. Once it's placed, I can tighten it up. Oh, I heard a little click there in the star pattern. There we go. I've already done a few of these tires. So I had it done off of camera because sometimes it's just a little bit easier for me to do that. Hey, don't these look great? Okay, so I'm lining up the hex, the 12 mil hex on the back, using a normal lock washer. Those extra screws are for hubs that you can put on to cover up the actual lock washers, but I like quick access to it, so I don't actually put them on. Boom, 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 boom. Every buggy like this, truggy I guess I could say, needs a badass set of tires. That certainly does it for me. Yeah, I do it one-handed so well. There, that's much better. Okay, so when it actually has the inflation that you like, it has these little red stoppers. You can put that in, kind of caps it off. You kind of got to twist it in, but you get the general idea. Get in there, have a look at it. Don't be shy. Look at that. Okay, so just kind of twist that. It does have some grip on it, like it does have like a roughed up surface, so you can push it in. There we go. Let me get all these stoppers in and then we'll put the bod on. Okay, so keeping in the tradition and keeping as much of the beast original as I can, I do love this front bumper on here. I think it looks pretty boss. It does have the stinger bar that's supported up here, but at the same time I also have my RC Rock Armor bumper, and it's got some rust and patina and a little bit of work on there that we've done before, and it does have an 8 scale winch. Does the winch work? Probably not. After all this time, I actually have no idea anymore. But I think we should swap it over. Why not? See how it looks at least. If it doesn't look good, hey, if it doesn't fit, we don't have to use it. We'll keep working on that, pulling stuff out of there. Check it out. What do you think of that? I know it's a huge 8 scale winch. I'll probably switch it out, but for now it's okay. Look at how much dirt. Can I even get it in there? Look how much dirt is in the winch. That's all mud. I'm gonna have to clean that out for sure. Can I even pull it? Oh, no, that winch will have to be replaced. But for the time being, like, I can still keep the plate. I can still keep this. I just need to replace this more than likely. Let's have a look. Will it even look good? Lining it up. Hopefully that's the right way. There we go. And another one. Just to secure it in place. You always want to make sure to secure your bumper, especially if you have a winch on there. You don't want to pull your bumper right off. There we go. Blammo. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, let us have a look. Get that out of the way. Haven't hooked up the electronics yet. Let's back up the camera. These here are upgraded as well. I went in and upgraded to RC four-wheel drive Punisher shafts. Definitely all steel. So now we've got the hardened steel diff and pinion in here, straight from the axles out to the main transmission that's all hardened steel, and right back to the rear end of the truck. Now, All that because of the monster torque that we're going to be putting out from this dual motor. And of course the ESC I'm going to be doing coming up here. What do you think? Looks pretty sexy with this bumper on the front. Let me see from the front. Sorry, I know the steering is not set up, so it's probably going to freak you out a little bit. And we're also looking at it not at full extension. Okay, there we are. So many "that's what she said" jokes in these films. Check it out. Total articulation. I don't know if you guys can see that properly. Look at that. Totally what I was looking for, but with new links, because I have those new Delrin links on the way. It's going to change the way it sits. I don't mind it being this high. Let's put the body on here. The body is notched in the front. It already was notched from the other bumper. There we go. See if I can get some body posts on here for you. Let's use this silver one. Kaboom. Okay, when I put body posts on, I don't know what other people do, but I put body posts on so if I'm driving forward and they get bumped, they don't get knocked out, right? So I always put the round part facing front so they can get pushed back. That way you don't lose your body clips. It's a big pain in the butt when you're on the trail. And let's do that again, like that. Probably use smaller, these little tiny black ones instead. But that's okay. Use that up front here. Kaboom. Where's my other one? It's across the table. Who cares? Okay, so there you go. So that's for today's update. It looks like it's not sitting straight, but it's just the camera angle. It certainly is. So, what do you think, my friends? Post up your comments down below.